The funniest sicko I find is that AIR Gold dude, bro. I went on his thing and he had a WWE, his logo made into like a WWE style belt in his backdrop, like his banner or whatever. The grift is so real, bro. God damn. I'm telling you, if you guys like have like, don't respond to him, don't retweet, don't like, don't interact with that dude. He's such a bot, man. All that Ebu stuff leaked in right when AIR was getting, when they all turned their backs on him, and you know what I mean? And now it's like, that's all I'm saying. Like, just tread lightly, bro. Dude just flip-flopped on AEW in 1 second and is just now like a Fed stand. It's just so gross but funny at the same time. Here's a screen grab. This guy, Jack Picante, is like, just remember, these are the mutants you're arguing with on Twitter who tell you AEW is better. Now, first off, these look like two little kids. So maybe they're not. I mean, this guy's a tattoo, so I guess, yeah, he's not a kid. But I will say this. Don't go so hard. Oh, come on now, Jack Picante. You don't got to be so spicy on them. Like, you know, you don't got to go so hard on these guys. And then this real Philly P goes, I look nothing like them, but AEW is indeed better. Much, much better in a class of its own, in fact. So these people are just psychotic. It's definitely not. Never fails. So Kay Adams, we covered her on the show before. She was talking to AJ Francis about WWE, and this guy's like, when will you restart watching WWE? Mania season has just kicked off. She goes, should I invite a WWE star to the show this week? Which one? And then this guy, Jordy, goes, nah, get AEW world champ John Moxley. He's from Cincy and a huge Bengals fan. Get the out of here, man. So did you know, and this is Wrestle Tracker, and I think I quote tweeted this. I was like, Wrestle Tracker, 0 bitches, but like a bunch of people made that joke. But Charlotte Flair, 3 divorces. Mercedes Moné, 1 divorce. Bayley, 1 engagement called off. Becky Lynch is the only WWE horsewoman who has never been divorced or called off an engagement in their life. What? Like, you mark. Bro, none of them will date you. You know that, right?
Emotional damage.
Like, yo, that's worse than stopwatch marks right there, bro. Powerful King JJ says, love how these bums go from calling Triple H a racist, and then they switch to Shotzi getting booted from the Rumble. Then it's Jey Uso doesn't deserve it. And now it's this. Spider-Man, Ace, and the internet trolls have nothing better to do. So Ace Humphrey goes, not a great look for WWE. If AEW treated black wrestlers like this, WWE tribalism would be all over Tony Khan. And then this guy's like, WWE all over Black History Month. These people, Rumble had 2 black participants, breaking it down. Bro, Eddy Thorpe is indigenous. He's Native American, as you call it. He's native, as I call it. Aboriginal, as I call it. You guys know that the last residential schools, which were enslavement camps where people got whipped, and the last one closed in Canada in 1994. You all know that, right? They're digging bodies up still to this day, bro. To this day. Oh, I need that meme. So there was no racial between Eddy Thorpe. Eddie's gimmick is after the Dijak thing, he straps people down, bro. This isn't the first time he's done that. So to just be like, oh, this native guy's whipping a black dude in Black History Month, like, bro, shut the up, you know? Jesus Christ. Like, that's not what they were going for. And in Black History Month, Trick's gonna get his comeuppance. It's a person of color. I don't know why people, we got to stop looking at that. I quote tweet this too, and I'm like, bro, to just simplify people down to who they bang and what color their skin is, like what their sexual orientation is the clowness. That's the most simpleton way to break a person down. It's craziness, man. Anyways, I just go, yo, Black History Month doesn't mean let's stop telling stories altogether. A whole swarm of hardcore fans are now saying the Grand Slam event was never a pay-per-view. Well, we just proved earlier it was. These guys are capping, and we proved it here tonight on PWT as it loads up here. So AIR Gold as well. So I think this is why I looked at his thing. I'm like, this guy's still around. So Grand Slam has always been a TV special. Nope. It was never advertised as a pay-per-view. Wrong. Truly don't ever remember it being called a pay-per-view. False. Negative mark. Hasn't it always been a TV special? Negative mark. Yeah, so those dudes, they're all lying through their teeth and they're coping, and those are the bots. Globe Eye News says that Chinese President Xi Jinping opposes Trump's plan to take over Gaza and supports Palestinian rule over the territory. Now, I truly don't even know what that means, but this Takeshita fan who's made the list a few times goes, "Glory to the Chinese Communist Party, bro." Now listen, I don't care if you don't like Trump or something, but hell to the nah. And maybe even he's joking, but these people always, their jokes are just never funny. It's just cringe and like, are you for real, bro? This was hilarious because when I was a kid, this was the rule too, that I will pass down as well. When you're at the matches, you can say whatever the you want to wrestlers. One time when I was a kid, I just stood in the middle of the aisle. I was like 9 or 10 or something, right? And I stood in the middle of the aisle and I double bird flipped off Jonathan Coachman, or like one bird flipped him when he was on the top rope and he's wearing sunglasses, but he went to like taunt on the top rope. And I think what happened, it was back in the day, I think he just got like stunnered or something to end the show, send everyone home happy, you know? Or he got gored or stunnered or he got RKO'd or something. And but he stood up, I'll never forget it, on the middle rope, and he saw me and he flipped me 2 birds, and the crowd goes crazy because I'm a kid, and he just has the biggest smile on his face with his glasses on, and then he just got stunned or something. It was so funny, and I'll never forget that as a kid. But the rule was like you can say whatever at the matches as long as like the other people are chanting it, or if a wrestler's talking. That's how it used to be. Now if you're like you can't wrestle, people get all offended, and not saying people were hurling like terrible insults, but just saying holy. To this day, I love this. This warmed my heart up here. Here's a little kid sort of having their moment, realizing, oh my God, I can say holy.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Can I say that? There's a one time you can say it. Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Chill.
Just don't abuse it now. The kid had a great time. We'll never forget those moments. This guy, Clownball 9, says, who are some of the most unattractive women in WWE? I'll go first. So then he like photoshops Rhea Ripley to look really fat and ugly. And then if you guys find her attractive in this Photoshop AI thing, cool. That's on. I'm just saying. And then like whatever he did, put color over Bayley's face, or maybe that's just her face. I'm not sure. It looks like she's kind of green or yellowy there. He probably played with it. But just to like make an account like that is so cringe. And then his things like an AI Mercedes Monet. Meanwhile, Bayley and Ripley are like her best friends. You know, Bayley's one of her best friends. This got 42K looks, and look at all these likes, man. That's crazy. I go, if it's 2025 and you're still giving this clown clicks, shame on you. And the real one goes, I'm done with the idea of Kevin Steen to AEW. It's clear that he has no passion. He's just there to collect a paycheck. He's not like Ricochet and decided to bet on himself. Kevin Owens sucks. Now, real one is just trolling. Like, he's a WWE fan. We all know he's a Fed fan. Yeah, he's going to do his thing and troll people, but you can't give him clicks because it's too gross, you know? Like, he gets way too much engagement, and he's just doing it so he can, I guess, support WWE by buying their tickets. But so this guy here, this Dr. Mike, he's just such a goober. He's one of these accounts that just says anything all the time. Like he'll just say anything. One of these, why the you lying? Dr. M Gross MD. Yeah, so he knows he's being gross too. But yeah, he's just jumping on the train like, oh, this was never supposed to be a pay-per-view for AEW or whatever, and then basically he just got proved wrong, which we already covered multiple times on this show. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was our Sicko segment. See, I told you it wasn't going to be too long and terrible, right? Let's go.